Hi, and welcome back to the channel. So, I have a fantastic business proposition for you all, my African brothers and sisters. So, if you're watching this and you're African, look, this is for you. So, I was just wondering, when you work in healthcare, for example, most of the people are African. When you start looking at carers, you start looking at doctors, you're looking at nurses, you're looking at radiologists, radiographers. I can assure you that in most healthcare organizations in the UK, you're going to find 5 out of 10, at least, you know, of these people are going to be African. And look, the whole business idea is that our African food is so different from food anywhere in the world. And one thing I'm also going to say is that when you're African, like me, I'm from Cameroon, we kind of still eat our food, there's that food that reminds you of home. But the interesting thing is that I've noticed that there is no, in fact, I've worked across different NHS hospitals and organizations. I have never, for once, had any African food sold in that hospital. So I was wondering to myself, why is this the case? Why is it that if many of us working in these institutions, in these organizations, if we're African, why is it that we don't have representation for our own food that we can buy, during our shift and eat? Because look, we're not talking about 2 hour shifts here, we're talking 12-hour shifts. We're talking, many people working on average 5 12-hour shifts every single week from this ethnicity. So why isn't there that representation? And this is where you're coming. So this is a brilliant business idea that I'm bringing to you. And but if you're new to the channel, it's such a privilege to have you. It's such a pleasure. I'm all about everything career progression in the UK, the best opportunities for you and I to grow in the UK, earn more money, make more money from home, have those side businesses that we can earn a lot of money and make our stay in this country worthwhile. Because look, every day I look at myself and I'm like, it's an extreme sacrifice to be in the UK every single day. So for me to feel that it's been worthwhile coming here, I need to find opportunities for growth. I need to find opportunities to say, look, it's worthwhile being here. And that's why I'm bringing this to you. Because why nobody's thought about it, I don't know. And by the way, if you're in healthcare, I want you to leave a comment in the comment section. Is there African food offered or sold where you're currently working? Leave a comment below. If there is, or if there's none, how do you get your food? Do you cook your food from home and take with you? Do you buy food while you're at work? What do you normally eat? I'm very keen to hear this because, like I say, I've done a lot of research on these particular aspects before bringing this to you. If you're a returning subscriber, it's also a privilege to have you. If you haven't subscribed, hit subscribe right now. Turn on that notification button because, look, I'm all about bringing you the best opportunities. So let's get to the point. Basically, there are food trucks right now that are supplying food for NHS staff outside of hospitals. Starting a food truck is not something that is so complex. Obviously, you need to be legit, you need to be legal, you need to have those food hygiene, documents. And look, these are the requirements that I'm giving you. Because instead of us spending time arguing who makes the best jollof rice, is it Nigeria or is it Ghana? We should actually be doing it practically and taking ourselves out there, bringing our food to light. So I want you watching this. If you're somebody who is good at cooking African food, please, you need to get into the NHS and start cooking food so that those of us that work there can have food to eat. Because we go to work every day. We do 12-hour shifts on average 5 days a week. We've got no food and it's difficult to cook food from home every single day and take to work. So we need those African brothers and sisters who are good at cooking, to put themselves forward to these organizations and get these contracts, to get these food trucks, get your food in so that we can have food to eat. That's what I'm trying to say. And look, I went a step further. So I've contacted quite a few NHS organizations and I've said to them, look, we have XYZ, number of people in this organization. Why isn't there any African food? And do you know the reply that I got from most of these people? They said that actually nobody has ever offered, and that is something that they would welcome. So what this means is that they are working on diversity. In fact, I spoke to some of these managers myself, and I said to them, would you be open to having somebody offer and sell African food here? Because look, there are some words that you go, everybody is African. So we need that jollof rice, we need the fried yam, you know what I mean? We need that fish, we need all of that to sustain us at work. And these managers have said to me, Melvis, we are very open to this. If people put themselves forward, we are open. So please, if you're in the UK right now and you're an African sister, auntie, brother, uncle who can cook, I want you to put yourself forward. Contact any NHS organization. The reason I say NHS rather than just healthcare is because NHS organizations have thousands of people working there. So even if you have a food truck for just 3 hours, do you know how much money you're going to make? Let me tell you what the advantages are to you as a business owner doing this. Yes, you are already a business owner. You become a business owner in the UK. And look, when you own a business, there are many advantages that you have. There are tax efficiencies. I'm not saying tax evasion, I mean tax efficiencies, because you're having to pay tax depending on how much you've earned in your business, which makes a huge difference. Even if you're investing money in your business, that money, you're not going to lose it. If you don't make any money back, that gets carried to the next year. There's lots of, obviously, I'm not an accountant, but you need more legal financial advice, but I'm just telling you as a layperson some of the advantages. And having a business as well, you're going to earn a lot more long term. And look, let me tell you, if you're telling me that you're a nurse, you're a carer, you're a doctor, you haven't got time for this, you've got time. You can start by doing this just 2 days a week, even 1 day a week, and from there, that's how you're going to expand. And you don't know what this business is going to lead to, because look, there's a lot of potential here. Like I say, rather than us arguing who makes the best jollof rice, we should be cooking that jollof rice and bringing it out there. Because one of the NHS hospitals where I actually worked, we had this auntie. She was our work auntie from Ghana. She was a cleaner on the ward, and look, she made the best jollof rice ever. And I'm not trying to say that Ghana jollof rice is better, because you know what I mean. My Niger guys, I feel your vibes, but I mean, she made very good jollof rice, and she would bring it to us at work. And look, she made us feel at home. She made us feel like we were back home. We were a community because of this rice. And that's why I'm saying that some of these NHS organizations have said to them, do you know the impact that this would have on you? Do you know that you're going to make people feel integrated? You're going to make people feel wanted. You're going to make people feel at home by having food that is our own kind of food that we can eat. Because truth be told, many hospital canteens are selling jacket potato, they're selling mashed potato, they're selling, look, many of us don't eat those things and we struggle at work. And that is part of the stress that we're having at work because there's no food. If you have 3 long days, for example, and you're finishing work at 8, by the time you get home, it's 8:39. You don't have time to start cooking, then to prepare for the next day, wake up at 6 o'clock, start going. So how do you feel about this? I want you to leave a comment below. Would this be a great idea? Do you know an auntie, a friend, or yourself? Can you do this? Like I said, I've contacted quite a few NHS trusts and they're open to this. And look, when you look at the numbers from Africa, Nigeria is the highest number, when it comes to healthcare staff in the UK across all sectors. The second is Ghana. And then the third is Egypt. So please, you want to make sure that you're putting yourselves forward. You want to make sure that you're not letting go of these opportunities. You want to make sure that, yes, you're a healthcare professional, but what else is going on in healthcare? And that's what I keep telling us. We need to start thinking out of the box. You need to start pushing yourself to say, yes, I'm a nurse now, but what else is there in my surroundings? What else is there within my environment? We need to be smarter. You know what I mean? You need to be open. You need to think about other ideas, because you may be cooking just because you enjoy cooking, you cook very well, you take it for granted. That is a skill. Like me, I don't really like cooking much, I rather do other things. So sometimes I get back from work and I'm like, hi, can you just cook me some jollof rice for, I don't know, 50 pounds? Can you cook me some, a chew for 100 pounds? That, I do that sometimes because I'm too exhausted. I can't be bothered to cook these things. And you have people that are like experts at cooking these things because they're so good. Look, you need to put yourself forward. And how do you do that? You need to contact your local NHS organization, speak to the estate manager, and they'll be able to guide you, because the NHS is big on diversity right now. They're looking for every single opportunity to integrate staff, to make us feel at home. So you want to be part of that process, you want to be part of that journey, you want to be part of that revolution, you want to be part of that change. And that's why I'm bringing this to you, because as you know, if there's any opportunity, I'm going to be bringing it to you, because I want to keep it real. I want, so if you're going to implement this, leave a comment below. will you implement it? How is it going? Where do you work? I can give you some ideas as well how to go about it. So I want you to leave a comment below. And by the way, my name is Melvis. I currently work for the NHS as an advanced nurse practitioner. I also have a career coaching service where I support with career progression in the UK. So nurses, carers, you want the best positions, you want to get into nursing, you want healthcare, jobs, whether clinical, non-clinical, I'm your girl. And again, if you're thinking of a side business, side hustle to start alongside your job, look, this channel is 100% for you. You want to make sure that you subscribe, and if you want to take it even a step further, you can join my newsletter. I'm going to leave a link in the description box or in the comment section, so that if you want to get the opportunities directly to your emails, then I'm going to leave that there, because I don't want you to miss any chance. If you're still out of the UK watching this, look, let me tell you something. When you move to the UK, I want you to implement all of this. If you're on a visa, make sure that you're checking the terms and conditions of your visa to make sure that you're not going against any of the visa rules in trying to do things like this. So just make sure you get some advice. Again, if you leave a comment below, you've got any questions, I'll join you in the comment section and we can just discuss those things further and see how to better support you. But look, this is going to be a great business because, I cannot wait to start going to work and seeing that there's jollof rice, There's that fish, I don't know what it's called. There's a fish that comes with jollof rice and the fried plantain. The red fish. Yes. So yummy. So please, those of you that are good at cooking, those of you that are taking this skill for granted, there's a lot of money to be made. This is a good side hustle. You're going to get paid handsomely for this. So please, 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 somebody needs to get this started, especially in the hospital where I work. Please, please, I need food. That's what I mean. I need food. Nice, spicy food. Share this video with your friends, those of them that can cook so well, and make sure that you guys bring us some food at work, basically, because we don't have time to be cooking and carrying to work and all that. We just want to have a food truck there, have hot food. You know what I mean, right? Yeah. Keep watching the videos, keep sharing. I'm going to see you in the comment section. Thank you.